Smokin' away! So here we go, boy! Oh, we're not doing this, are we?
Good evening, everybody.
I just found the keys to a city. The beats are big and the lights are pretty. So why can't we get to the busy where the dreams are in the sky?
So here we are with Adam because we kicked Dave out for a little bit because he was just being too boring. And Adam over here plays banjo very well. So our manly skill of the week this week, if it's somewhat in tune because it came from kind of inside and now we're outside and the strings adjust and there's a whole lot to it, but he's gonna play us a few songs right over her.
Sure. So before we start that, you may have wondered, why are we smoking pipes? Well, I'm smoking a pipe because Forrest films this show in an unheated barn, in an attic. So, right before I play, I like to go ahead and warm up my fingers there. Alright, so we'll start off with a classic. We got Cripple Creek here. Oh boy, the fingers are cold. So, as Forrest was saying, when you go from different temperatures, things change in the banjo. And people say the best way to tune a banjo is with a wood chipper, actually. But if you're gonna try and actually tune a banjo,
What's a wood chipper?
a wood chipper, yeah. So you basically pick the whole banjo up, throw it right inside a wood chipper, and it sounds better than it did before. So,
Wow, yeah. One of those things.
one of the challenges with tuning the banjo is that the head here is just a skin head. So
We got it fresh off the turkeys today. Oh, Jesus, it's skinhead.
So, whenever you're changing the tension of one string, you change the tension of all the strings.
Oh, it's skinhead.
You keep quiet over there. So, I bet some people are curious about a banjo because, a lot of people only know it from, Deliverance.
Yeah, so the banjo, it originally came over, it's because it came over with African Americans, and that's because they had music wherever they came from, but they didn't have the ability to make the instruments that they were playing. So a lot of it was just on gourds. They'd stretch some skin over a gourd, and they'd put a few strings that wouldn't have frets or anything, but you could, replicate songs that they had in the homeland. And then over the years, we've adjusted. When we first got the banjo here in North America, we played something called claw hammer. So basically, it's so
What he's doing is he's using all of his fingers, kind of like, I guess it should really be a hook hammer, but it's he's bunching up all his fingers and just strumming. Versus before, how you play the banjos with 3 fingers. And you pick this topmost string with your thumb, and then you play all the others with your index and your middle finger.
So yeah, it's all based around rolls, and that happened when Earl Scruggs came along and invented this bluegrass style of banjo that a lot of us think of today. So people say, how many people does it take to play a banjo song? Well, it takes 10 people, and it's 1 to actually play the song, and 9 others to say, well, that's not how Earl Scruggs would have played it. So we'll start off. We're going to try Cripple Creek again. Now that my banjo is a little bit more in tune, and my fingers are still really cold. So here we go.
Well, now that my I already know how to work on leather, and there's no practice involved. If I ever make anything, it's just someone has to give me what they want me to make, and I just make it. And
Yeah.
now I got to practice this again,
Definitely, yeah. It's the most fun I've ever had with an instrument.
and then we can play dueling banjos. But I guess technically you're supposed to have a guitar, but
We'll make it work.
which doesn't make sense because it's dueling banjos plural, not dueling guitar and dueling banjo. Speaking of duel, someone over here wanted to have an actual duel, but
Yeah, maybe future episodes. Stay tuned for that.
yeah. Oh,
I do have to say, Deliverance gave Banjos a pretty bad name, and we've been undoing damage ever since that movie.
yeah. Yeah. Well, do you want something to play us out? Play us something impressive, something
Sure.
good.
Oh boy. Well, those are two different things.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.